Hi everyone, my name is Rose, and today I'm going to be doing the inventory by the numbers videos. I've been doing these for the last 2 years, I think. I'll leave the last one linked down below so you can see how things changed and blah 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 about that. So, let's get into this. First off, some of the numbers have like changed a lot, some has only changed a little. But I am thinking next year I'm changing around the categories a little bit because I'm like unsure about some certain categories. So I'm gonna be like kind of starting from scratch next year. Like with the categories, I'm just gonna be like changing up the categories, and I'll like talk more about that when I like get to certain categories. But I'm gonna be like, yeah. So, okay, first is eyeshadow palettes. Last year I was at 21. Right now I'm at 19. Which, I don't even know what 21 I had right then. I like can't remember. Like, I can look at my palettes and be like, oh, this and this and this came in this year. And like, that, but like, I don't know exactly what like left. I know like a couple things got depotted. I think at least one got depotted, maybe two. I don't know. I'm hoping to depot one more palette before I move too. And I am thinking probably about 3 palettes that have come in 2023 before I move. So hopefully 2 or 3 right now. I don't know. I need to really prioritize what I'm to be bringing in right now, because like I don't know, but there are some things that I'll be moving up or down or whatever. So next I have Z palettes. Last year was 5, but I don't think that was a really accurate number because I never really counted these two, which this was like a Panda palette at one point. It doesn't have the same shades. It has like, I think maybe some of the same shades, but these I've kind of just stored like extra things right now. Like this has like a bronzer and then some bigger eyeshadows in it, so like yeah, but I should count these. And I'm also going to be changing up how I store my Z palettes in a little bit. Like I'm going to be swapping these around. I haven't decided exactly how I want to do it, but so like I changed the number to kind of reflect, and I brought one in beginning of like in January of 2022. So the number is 8 now, and I'm gonna be switching things around. Like the current Z palette that my blushes are in, I think I'm gonna toss that one out. I'm gonna be bringing in 2 more smaller ones. I'm gonna be moving the Salt New York ones because right now they're in the Salt New York. This is the new one that I brought in. I'm gonna be switching this to like a smaller thing because I'm gonna be decluttering 2 of these. So yeah, once I do that, and then I'm gonna switch it to a smaller one. I feel like that maybe will make me reach for it more, but I don't know. I also don't like how bulky that is. So there's a lot of things that I may just switch around a lot, but I don't know yet. Like right now what's on my mind is moving in like a couple months. So like yeah, I have a little while to figure things out, but a lot of things I may just wait until after I move and see how things go. I don't know how things are gonna fit there right now, and I'm just like figuring things out. So yeah, so that number has changed kinda. And then next is for eyeliners, and these are like my pencils, most of my pencils, and I have one liquid that I also counted this. One little liquid pen. I have no gels, I have no whatever, but it went from 11 to 16. It went up quite a bit. I got quite a few this year, and I think it's gonna kind of stay the same, maybe go down a little bit. There are a couple that I feel like are drying out a little bit that I may want to replace eventually, but I think I saw someone like mention that they used Inglot Duraline, which I don't have. I'm hoping to get before I move, and like dropped it on like the eyeliner pencil, especially the twist up ones, which those are the ones that are drying out because they dry out because they're exposed to air because they're just open and not sharpener. Well, I just prefer sharpenable ones. ones. They last so much better. But yeah, so yeah, I'm hoping to try that out because I'm really hoping to just put off buying any new eyeliners for a while. But if I do have to like throw out a couple, then like I already know what I'm gonna be replacing those with, because there's certain, like my two Marc Jacobs one are the ones that are like the most dry out. Like my ColourPop ones are kind of drying out, even though I just got them in 2022. So I'm like, they're like kind of drying out already, and it's like kind of be annoying, but whatever. Like those, but I already know exactly what I'm gonna replace them with and stuff. When I'm just hoping that I can like maybe get a little bit better, because like that Marc Jacobs red is like my favorite red eye pencil that I've ever used. I'm just scared that when I get a new red pencil, it won't be that deep, dark, like kind of winey red that I really like. It will be more different. So like, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, next category I didn't recount these because I'm not exactly sure what was in this category. And this is the category that's probably going to change the most. This and like the lip category is changing a little bit, but this one, I'm like, this was individual. Last year I had 20. I didn't count because I'm not exactly sure what exactly was in here. I know like my Super Shocks were in here. I know like my pencils, like my e.l.f. What are those called? The pencil. These things, no, but shadow sticks, that's what they're called. Like, I pick it up and I remember the name. I'm like, I can't remember. Those were in there. A couple random things that I only have one of. But I want to, like, rearrange things. I think I'm going to do, like, because there's some things I don't have categories for. Like, eyeshadow primer, I never counted because I've only had, like, one or maybe a backup. So, and, like, eyebrow stuff I never count. So I think I may put in these smaller categories that have always been kind of smaller. I may like put those in and count them up just so I can like really distinguish. And individual, I'm planning on bringing more Super Shocks in too. So I think I might do like a Super Shock category and then like a miscellaneous category where I could put like other random things. Like I could put my few shadow sticks I have, because I have what, 4 now? I have 4. That's not much. And I could put my one like color correcting palette in there, and then my Suva Beauty palettes that I just purchased in November. I'll put in there too, like just random things that don't really have enough to create one category. I was just like miscellaneous random things just put in there. So I'm gonna like change things around. So like that's why I didn't count them, because I'm like, I'm not even sure exactly what was in this category, because it was just individual, and I know like, I don't know. So I'm just like leave it until like next year. Hopefully next year I have a better idea of what category and stuff things are. But yeah. Mascara, I had 5 last year. I don't remember what. Oh, I probably had the white and then 2 black and 2 browns. Right now I have 3, which I have 1 black and 2 browns. I only have 1 black and 1 brown open at a time, and those are the ones I like use. Today I'm using the black. I just recently switched to the black, and I am going to be buying a new black mascara before I move, even though I don't think the one I'm using will be dried out by that time, because I'm using I just recently opened up the Lancome definicils one, my like favorite mascara, and like those are pretty wet and they don't dry out for like a long time. So like I can usually use them. Like the last mascara I used was the Tarte Gifted one, and that one I bought like last year, and it dried out pretty quickly. It was pretty dry. It was like flaking when I would apply it. It was like flaking when I would apply it, and I would get mascara. It wouldn't flake like throughout when I was wearing it. It would just flake when I was applying it, because it was very dry. It didn't want to attach to my lashes. I had to comb through my lashes to get them even to look black. They were looking kind of like translucent gray at first, because like my lashes are blonde and I really need to comb through. I prefer wet formulas because they just go on better, and I can get my lashes to look dark faster usually, and then they don't look super thick then either, which that one didn't. The Tarte Gifted didn't look thick. It just was dry and it would flake when I would apply it. So It was kind of annoying. It's something I wouldn't repurchase, even though I liked it. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting a new mascara before I move, but probably not. Just so I have a backup of a black one, just in case that one like runs out. Because I really want, like, after I move, I'm planning on like trying to do like a no buy for at least 6 months, probably to a year. Like, I'm gonna really try to not buy anything because I'm gonna be really in saver mode after that. So yeah, there's that. Probably gonna be getting an Essence one, which I've never tried an Essence mascara, but I already know which one I want to try. So I'm like, I'll probably get one of those. Next is lipstick, which is the category that I've kind of split up into two things now. Well, kind of, but kind of not really, because last year I would say I had any of these other things that are in the second category. But first, I'm going to do lipstick. It went from 15 to 17. I decluttered so much. Like, last year, I think it was the end of when I was decluttering. I think I got rid of a couple more after that. But then I've been bringing in, like, K-Beauty lipsticks. Like this, I brought in a ton of these Peri Ink Velvets. I'm trying to let it focus. Like, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. No, 9. 9. Including the one I'm holding, I have like 9 of these. So, like, yeah, I have a lot of those. And those are like in my lipstick category. And then like other things like bullet lipsticks and a few liquid lipsticks I still have. I think I have like 3. Although like, technically I think the Para are like would be counted as a liquid lipstick because they're liquidy and like, but like I have like 3 like besides my Peri ones. Like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 other like lipstick things, a couple bullets, a couple liquid, and like that's what that category is. I am planning on trying to get a couple more of those before I move, so that I just have like exactly, so that I have like all the lip colors I could kind of want, and that I could like really be like, okay, which ones will I repurchase? Because that's my favorite formula, is the Peri Ink Velvets. Like, those I really love. Those I will probably use all the time. Like, a couple of the other ones I would like finish and then not like, a couple I couldn't repurchase. But like the brown ones are the only ones that I'm like, oh, I really, really like these, and like I could like be like whatever. But yeah, like there's like at least one that I'm hoping to pan eventually. I may get to it next year, I may not, but we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, and then the other lip category that I'm now adding in is lip tint, which I guess the Peri ones kind of are lip tint because they can stain. I count them more as a regular lipstick because I wouldn't use them in like a lip stain tint, lip stain kind of way. So like for that, for my like lip tint lip stain kind of category, like these Roman Juice lasting tints, which I just brought in like this year. These are there. And then I have a little like, I have a water tint, like just a liquidy water tint that like, you know, lots of people have like I have this, and I have a little pen tint that I got for free. I don't think I'm gonna be keeping it, but I want to try it out. I've tried it once. It was like a free gift with purchase. I haven't like used it. I only used it once, so like I need to try that out before I like really. But that category is now at 7. I am planning to bring in more because I really like those Roman ones, and they're like, especially because my lips have been so dry, cracky, bleeding. Like they're so flaky that they are cracking open and bleeding, and I'm like trying to put chapstick on all the time, and it's like semi-helping. Need to drink more water or something, I don't know, but yeah. Next is lip gloss. I went from 12 to 13. This number is staying around the same. I brought in, I don't remember how many I brought in last year. I brought in at least one I brought in 2, no, 3, 4. I brought in 4 that I can see. 4 that I can see that I brought in last year. I keep bringing lip gloss in because I'm like, oh, it's so easy for me to use up, but I should really just focus on using up the ones I don't really want before I bring in any more. But like, I keep being like, oh, I could just pick up lip gloss here or there because I go through them pretty easily. I finish like 3 to 5 a year usually. If they're like smaller, I finish more. If they're bigger, it takes me a little while. But yeah, next year I think I might finish like 3 or 4 at least. So yeah, I don't know. Lip gloss is something that I have trouble resisting because I can easily finish them, and I'm like, oh, let me just pick up a lip gloss. Next is lip liners. Last year I had 2. This year I have 1, which is almost gone. That's what I'm wearing today. Is like, this is the lip liner. You see how small it is? You see how tiny this little sucker is? It's so tiny. I'm hoping to have this done before moving. And then this category will be non-existent unless if I purchase lip liner. I kind of have an interest in one kind of set from Colourpop of lip liners. I don't think like lip liners are for me, but like this, I'm like, oh, I can like have these lip liners in these weirder colors that I could maybe only wear a couple times for when I want that. And then if they get too old, I could just pan them quickly, because lip liners I can pan way quicker than like lipstick. But I don't know. I should just not get lip liners because I don't wear them. I don't really like the look of a full lip like this. When I wear a lip liner, I usually do a full lip. This is hard to, because I could like put a balm on and put a little bit of color, like just draw a little bit of color in the middle and then blend it out. But it's like harder to do that with a lip pencil versus like a lip stick. It's easier with a lipstick, or even a liquid lipstick is way easier with a liquid lipstick than like a lipstick, I feel. But yeah, I don't know. Next is for primers. I went from 8 to 9. These have been slowly increasing, like 1 every year. And yeah, it would have been the same if I actually ended up decluttering. There was a primer that I was like, I'm decluttering this. I don't like it. And then the people I was going to give it to didn't want it. So I'm like, I guess I can use it up. I mean, primers I go through pretty quickly. The thing I'm using as a primer right now is not in my primer category. It's a spray. It's like a moisturizing spray that I'm using as a primer. So yeah, I went from 8 to 9. It'll probably go down a lot next year because I don't think I'm going to be buying any. Or this year, this 2023 or whatever. It'll go down a lot because I'm not going to be buying any. So I could see this number going down to like probably like at least 6 or something. I don't know. Next is foundation, which was at 5 last year, is still at 5. I am hoping to have finished 1 by the move. The powder foundation I currently am using as a powder. Like, I literally just repressed it, and it's like, this brightness. You see, I literally just repressed it. It was like all around the edges, but it's like, this I'm hoping to finish off before I move, and then I'll be down to 4, which isn't that like much. This isn't like crazy, but like, yeah, 3 to 5 is what I think is what my kind of goal is. I want to stay within that number. I don't use foundations up very quickly, and yeah. Next is for concealer, which I'm down to 2. Last year I was at 4. I was at 4 for such a long time, and there was 2 that I was like mixing together. I was mixing them together, and I was mixing a moisturizer in. I was using that as foundation, and then those finally kicked the bucket, and now I only have 2. I'm planning on I'll be down to 1 by the time I move, so like that's good. So yeah, Next is powder is 2. It's still 2. It's been 2 for a long time. I haven't bought a powder in a long time. Last powder I bought was the Peach Perfect powder, and I bought that forever ago, before I moved here, at least. So at least 4 years ago, probably more like 6, forever ago. But yeah, still smells like peaches. Still smells good. But yeah. Next is for blush. Last year I was at 14. Now I'm at 21. That's not including 3 that I'm W decluttering. 2 of the Salt New York ones, and then a Proof Feature one that I'm W decluttering. I haven't like moved things around yet, but like the Salt New York one, the other one I'm actually give to someone. But the Salt New York ones, since they're just a pan, I'm just to be throwing them out. And usually if I'm to be just throwing out something like a pencil or a nail polish or something, I usually do like some kind of art project with it. Like, oh man, I usually do some kind of like art project. So like this, I got rid of a nail polish and like an eyeliner pencil. I made like this with it. I really like this. It's like the blue is the nail polish, and then the green is like the eyeliner. I just usually just make something with it, like usually on a piece of paper. I don't have to keep the thing I make. I just like to like kind of make it. It kind of lets me explore like a different kind of creative thing that I could just do something with it that's like that something didn't work out for me, or like I can't get use on anymore. I could just like create something with it and make something like pretty. I don't have to keep it or whatever. It's just a way to get like, so whatever. The Salty Milk ones, I think I'm gonna be like doing some finger painting flowers with the 2 shades I'm gonna be getting rid of, so it's gonna be fun. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And I also just got 5 new blushes in that I haven't really had a chance to try yet. I've played around with 2 shades so far. I'm not sure about one of the 2 shades I've tried so far, but yeah, I need to play around with those a lot. I just haven't had time to like really try out the blushes, so yeah. Next is highlighter. Last year I had 14, now I have 9. This number has just been shrinking. Like the year prior to the 14, I had 18. It's just, I've been slowly like zeroing in on which highlighters like I need and which like I could just like let go. And I'm really happy with the 9 I have. Like I don't really have a need for any more than this. Like there's like a couple that, I think there's like one I'm interested in. I would like to try like a stick highlighter at some point. And I think like getting a stick highlighter would be okay, and then it will bring my number up to 10, and that would be okay with me. Like I don't really, it's like around the same. And then for bronzer slash contour, I went from 3 to 4, which I brought in 1, and I like all the 4 that I have. So I feel like this number is not, it's not bad. It's like one of those is a contour shade, and then the other 3 are like bronzers, 1 cream, and then 2 powders. 1 is like a warmer powder, and 1 is like a cooler powder. But yeah, so that's all the things. I didn't like do a total like I did like last year, which last year I think my total was, I have 2 numbers on the bottom. I don't even know which one is which. One is like 143 and one is 141. And that's not even counting every single thing. So like those numbers doesn't really mean anything. So I'm going to be changing the way I do this next year. I'm going to be adding in some categories that I've never counted, like my eyebrow products and stuff like that. But like I'm going to be figuring things out and like changing things up with this next year. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I'm also doing like category specific videos this year. I have started, I think I've only posted 1 of them so far. I'm slowly rolling them out because I don't have all of them filmed. I only have like 4 filmed, I think. And I don't know how much filming I'm gonna get done right now because I don't have it on the internet. It's only been like 3 days, and I'm hoping it's only gonna be for like a week, but it could be for a whole month. So yeah, I can still like upload and stuff, and I just need to set things to schedule when they go up because I can just go to the local library. They have internet for free. I can just bring my computer there, do all the things I need to do there. So like it's not any big deal. I can like make a library trip once a week and still get my videos up. It's fine. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and bye.